Good afternoon. Victims of the Clutha helicopter crash have been remembered in a minute's silence on the opening day of the fatal accident inquiry. 10 people died when the police helicopter crashed through the roof of the Glasgow pub in November 2013. Our chief reporter Sharon Frew has more.
Well, after a minute's silence, we then heard personal statements from 6 of the families of the men who died in the pub. It was the first time that Colin Gibson had been to the Clutha. He had been celebrating a friend's birthday. Samuel McGee, he was described as a very sociable man. He had just returned to work after his wife's death. Gary Arthur was a massive football fan. His family described him as much loved. John McGarrigle, a writer and a poet, his son said he was his hero. Mark O'Prea's family said he was a wonderful son. They hope this inquiry will arrive at some truth. Mary Kavanagh, the partner of Robert Jenkins, who was with him in the pub that night, also wrote a personal statement. Earlier, she told us of her hopes for the inquiry.
You see pictures of the people who died, and you don't want that to define them, the fact that they died in the Clutha helicopter tragedy. You know, they were people with lives, and, you know, so it's very important that everybody knows that.
On this first day, eyewitnesses have been describing how they saw the helicopter fall out of the sky. Tomorrow we expect to hear from air accident investigators.
Police are investigating an incident at an Aberdeen hotel which left a man seriously injured. Emergency services were called to the Marriott in Dice just before 11 p.m. on Saturday. The man was taken to Aberdeen Royal Infirmary. Officers say it's not yet clear how he was hurt. More than 2,000 people have been charged with drug offences in the northeast of Scotland in the past year. The haul includes £1 million worth of ecstasy recovered from a flat in Aberdeen. Police have also revealed they'll be rolling out a project to tackle the practice known as cuckooing, where drug dealers target victims in their own homes. A number of flights to and from the Northern Isles have been cancelled or rescheduled due to ongoing industrial action. Air traffic controllers with Highlands and Islands Airports Limited are involved in a pay dispute. Logan Air has now cancelled some flights between the mainland and Orkney and Shetland. Now here's Sean with a look at the weather.
Bringing you sunshine. TUI sponsors STV Weather.
Good afternoon. Good news for you this week. High pressure in charge. The weather is looking pretty quiet and mostly dry for much of the country, although we'll generally be in an easterly airflow, which does mean it will be a wee bit chillier on the east coast compared to the west, and that's the case today. Lovely spells of sunshine across the West Highlands. Highs here 15 degrees Celsius, feeling very pleasant in that sunshine. More cloud in the north and east and a bit of a chilly easterly breeze. Then tonight the cloud base is dropping down to a few hundred feet in the east, so very misty and murky across higher ground. Clearer spells again in the west. Tomorrow a lot of low cloud to start the day, but breaking up to sunny spells in the afternoon. Highest temperatures again in the west.
Bringing you sunshine. TUI sponsors STV Weather.
Well, that's all for now. Norman will be here with the STV News at 6. From everyone here, do have a very good afternoon. Goodbye.